All right, guys and girls, we're going to go off the beaten path just a little bit here today. Do you guys like racing at all? Like NASCAR racing? I do, but I'm from the country, like Eastern North Carolina country, not the red coleslaw. That doesn't work. But hey, that's what we do there. The last few years, though, there have been inroads made into NASCAR racing and other levels with HBCU student athletes. Rev Racing, there's an Aggie behind the mix there. We'll talk about that later. They've had the Pit Crew Combine and Developmental Program. We have an up-and-coming racer at Winston Salem State University who's on the fast track. You may be seeing him soon on the big tracks. Rajah Caruth, we'll talk about him more. We've talked about him already. We'll talk about him more another day. But right now, let's get to our big story. On Sunday night, Monday morning, because of a whole bunch of rain and wrecks, Michael McDowell won the Daytona 500. Now, the jack man on his pit crew is Nick Patterson. He's a former WSSU football and baseball player. He's been in racing on pit crews for the last 4 years. The last 2, he's been on McDowell's team. And this week, talk about saying it with your chest. A member of the team that won the great American race, the Daytona 500. That's about as good as it gets in racing. Now let's go back to Winston-Salem State. Patterson played on the baseball team for a year. He was a walk-on there. And then he goes over and he walks on the football team. He was a tight end and a long snapper, had never played organized football in his life and walked on to Winston-Salem State. How about that? The guy's like a, jack of all trades. Congrats to Nick Patterson, and if you haven't given racing a chance yet, there are some HBCU connections for you to keep track of this year. We'll do that as the year progresses. We're only one race in, but there's a lot there to look forward to. In Atlanta, it's time for the checkered flag. I'm Tolly Carr. We'll see you later.